Hello, everyone. I'm doing Apache lab. So what we should do for this lab apt-get update, first step, and then at the first step also ask for you to install Apache2. Do not forget something that I mentioned in the previous lab. So change your host name and also make your user sudoer. So apt-get install Apache2. See that? Then you install Apache2. So these are modules that you're installing. And then if your installation is successful, so then you can open up your browser and check your local web server. So I opened the Firefox and should be able to see the result of Apache. So if you type here localhost is 127.0.0.1 is your local host. So you see that that's the first page of Apache. If you type also 127.0.0.1 is the same. Okay, so uh, then you can switch to CD. The location of a file is here, right? So I have index.html. So that's the main this page, right? So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna use rm index.html. I'm gonna remove this file, create my own file, nano index.html. So here you create a h1 tag, for example. This is my web page, and you close the h1 tag. That's a simple header tag that we have in HTML. So you save this file. So now if you refresh this page or even either this page, you see that that's the result of your page, your first page. Step 4 is asking you to install Apache PHP Apache module. So when you want to search something on the their Debian distribution, you can use app cache search. For example, I'm looking for PHP module, for example. But if you do it here, like you have tons of PHP, but I'm looking for that one which is related to grep, is limit your search to Apache. So look now, these are modules for Apache. So I'm gonna install this one, libapache2 mod-php. So apt-get install lib apache2 mod-php. So that install Apache modules. Look, I'm installing PHP version 8.1. And then we have this one, nano /var www.html. So I'm gonna create, I'm here actually, look, ls, I'm here under www.html, right? So I'm gonna create here a file which is named info.php. So nano info.php. So basically now you can create your PHP file here. PHP start with this command, $PHP, and then you can put the function. There's a first simple function that shows your PHP is working or not. So with semicolon, and then you can close that PHP. So Control X and save. Now, if you come back here and refresh the page, sorry, put info.php file. Look, it shows that your PHP file is readable by web server that you install. It means that your module is installed successfully, and now your web servers can read PHP codes as well. So then we have Apache npms. I'm doing that part and step one. Under step one, so you can navigate to nano. Basically, you can go cd etc Apache2 mods available. So here, so if you do ls, we have these modules available. So you can do it ls grep with npm that shows that modules available for npm. Okay, if you go to cd etc Apache2 and then mods enable, so here ls grep npm. So you see that out of these modules available, these two are enabled. Prefork is enabled. So load and compile are enabled. So you see that also step 3 is asking you to look at that file. So you can do cat or nano npm prefork.conf file, which is here. Sorry, conf file. Okay, so that shows the start server, mean sparse server, max, and request workers. And then we reach to Apache authentication. I clear my screen. So here is asking you to install apt-get install Apache2 utils. So you see that I installed, and then you can go under cd var www here. So you see that we have HTML folder. I create an admin folder here, mkdir admin. So the goal of here, we want to put the file under admin folder, and then you should enter user and password to reach that folder. So cd admin folder I create here, look, doesn't have any file. I'm gonna create index.html file. So like h1 here, this is admin page, and then h1. Control X and save. So I have now here file under admin folder. So then you can navigate to this file, nano etc Apache2 sites enable, and then 00default.conf. So this file is the main file for changing the configuration. So under here, you can have a directory. So I put here directory. So then you define your directory. So which directory? I'm gonna put var www html and admin, this folder. Then under here, you can say, okay, authentication type should be basic. Then you can say authentication name should be, so this is like a name that you put here. So like, you can say, please enter your credential. That's a message you can put for, you can ask for user to enter the information. So authentication user file. So this one also should be the file that you want to put the password. So I haven't created this one, but I'm going to create it under Apache2, call that one file as a pass. And then the last one require valid user, valid dash user. So it's very case sensitive. So be careful when you're using this command. So basically, uh, it should be the same as the document. So after you have done this, save this file and then come back to create the password file. So I'm gonna create that one like this, htpasswd create under this pass. So it is, the file name is pass, and then you can create user. I put my name here as a username. Then I put the password, for example, 123456. Very simple password. I know that is a very bad password. But I put it for a Hamid user. So if you look at that file now, cd etc apache2 pass, oh, probably here, and then cat pass. Look, now Hamid has this password, right? So then if you service Apache to restart, or you can do systemctl restart Apache2, which is in the document, then if you now want to reach to your admin, look, it will ask the username password. If you put anything else, for example, John and the password, so it will not show the page to you. So you should put the right password. For example, Hamid and the right password. Look, now I'm in admin page and show up the index.php file. Okay, so that's a result for this step. And then I'm doing Apache redirect. So this part, basically, you can redirect from one file to another file. So again, you come back to, maybe I just type it again, nano etc Apache2, and then sites enable, then 00default.conf. This file, basically, we modified this part for directory. So I'm going to comment this section. So I use #. Don't forget to put these lines as a comment. And then what we are doing here, I'm going to add another line. So basically, I'm going to say redirect now whatever I have under admin folder to the root. Okay, so anyone wants to reach the admin folder is going to be redirected to root. So let's do service Apache2 restart. Look, now, if I want to reach to this page, look, it will redirect me to the localhost, that root page. So again, I put it admin here. Look, it will redirect me to the root. So then we reach to Apache virtual hosts. So then we can create two websites here. So I'm doing a step one. So step one is asking you, I'm clearing my screen first. And then it's asking you to go to var www.html here, create two folders. So I'm going to create two, test1 and mkdir test2. Right? So now I have two folders, test1 and test2. So under test1 and test2, I'm going to create two HTML files, cd test1 nano index.html. So here, like, I'm going to create h1. This is test1. Okay, h1. And so I switch to like colon, one upper folder, and then cd test2. Look, I don't have any file, and nano index.html. So h1, this is test2 h1, right? Control X and save. So look, now I have a file here as well. So look, 2 folders with 2 index.html files. Now you can go navigate to nano etc Apache2 sites available 000 with default.conf, right? So I will have 2 now folder. One of them is test1, and then map test1 from here. Document root is test1. I'm gonna also comment this section from previous one, redirect admin. So comment this section. And so you go at the end of this line and then create another virtual host. Virtual host. So this time test2 at 80, right? So we need to define server admin, webmaster. That's the email. You can put any email address, localhost. I put it as sample one. Document root. This one is important. Document root. That's var www html and test2. Okay, so that maps to test2, and then you can close the virtual host. Virtual host here. So I create 2 virtual hosts. One of them test1, the other one test2. One of them mapped to folder test1, the other one folder test2. So also change my DNS nano etc host. Your local DNS is here. So you can put here, okay, 127.0.0.1 also can be test1. 127.0.0.1 also can be test2. That means that you don't need to put the IP address of test as 127.0.0.1. So if you put in the browser test1, it will load 127.0.0.1. So Control X, service Apache2 restart. So now look, if I open here a new tab and type HTTP test1, it will load test1. And if I type here HTTP test2, it will load test2 folder. Okay, because I put 127.0.0.1 as equal test1 and 127.0.0.1 equal to test2 in the under DNS. So then I don't need to put the IP address. I can put here test1, also can put here test2. That's your result for step 4. And the last part of this lab is talking about SSL self-signed certificate. So basically, we create I clear my screen again. So we create a kind of open SSL certificate. So it's like that, open SSL require x dot 509 dash nodes dash days 365 days RSA 2048 dash key out. This is like your private key, so you put it under etc SSL private and name it Apache self-signed dot key. And the other one, you put it dash out as etc SSL certs Apache, name that one. This is your public key, self-signed dot CRT. Oops, maybe I missed something. Open SSL requires dot 509 nodes, days. Yeah, days and then new key. Sorry, I forgot to put here new key RSA. So dash new key RSA 248 dash key out. Yeah. So then you can put here country name as CA and state and province. You can put Vancouver or whatever you like Burnaby, right? And locality. Sorry, that one should be BC state or province. But it's not very important. Burnaby, I put it the wrong one. I can create again. So it's like that. CA, BC, and then CD. I can put it Burnaby. Organization name. You can put any name, right? For example, IT, and then common name. You can, for a common name, you can put your own IP address here. If you do if config, you have the IP address 192.168.199.136. So put it here 192.168.199.136. Email address, you can put your email address here. For example, Hamid@talebi.ca, for example. You can put your Gmail or Yahoo account. But this part is just the information that you create for your self-signed certificate. I'm going to show you when we want to see it on the browser. So let's go nano etc Apache2 under sites available. So default ssl.conf. So if we look at this part, SSL self certificate, you see that there is like a cert Apache. So I'm gonna, by default, this is PEM file. I'm gonna change this one to my file I have created in previous steps. So it's like Apache self-signed dot CRT. So I put this one as Apache self-signed dot key. Okay. So I save that file. If you have done correctly this step, then if you do service Apache2 restart, you shouldn't get any error. Okay, that means I've created correctly. So then you enable SSL module. A2 enable mod SSL. Okay, then asking you to do systemctl restart. So you can also do service Apache restart like this. And then A2 enable mod headers. A2EN mod headers. Yeah. Oh, headers. I have typo here. So yeah. Then service Apache to restart. So it's asking you to do systemctl, but it's the same as service Apache to restart. So then you can enable also SSL on your virtual host. So A2 EN site default SSL. So then you're loading systemctl reload Apache2, or you can restart it. And now if you open tab here, HTTPS, okay, local host, look, you should receive this part advanced. So Basically, you can see your certificate here, and the information I put here during creating certificate, like here, gonna be show up here, like CABC, where VIT, the IP address, and the email address. Okay. So that's it for uh, Apache Lab.